Welcome back to Two Kims, One
Pod.
Pod. We got a very special episode today because one of our besties is here.
Yay!
I'm so excited for our final guest in this live studio marathon we've been doing. This
truly.
has been truly a day, right?
I mean, also, you have to understand, this is a marathon, and Peter and I do not train.
And I do have asthma.
Yeah.
So this is not good for me, but it's great for us, the viewers, because we get to introduce them to our friend, drag queen and comedian extraordinaire. It's Derry Queen.
Hello, everybody. Can I address
Hi.
the elephant in the room?
Oh my gosh.
Okay, his name is Peter.
No. Before the cameras turned on, they both looked at me and said, "You cannot speak today, faggot."
No!
They said that to me. So if you're hearing me speak right now, it's because I'm doing it for you all listening. They said I could say one F-bomb, so I just dropped it.
I said, we will silence you, faggots. Thank you for being here.
I'm so excited. Hi, everybody.
You look gorgeous. Do you have a gig to go to after this?
I do. I have a show
Okay.
after this. Yes.
Oh,
But I would have dressed up for y'all too.
Oh,
no,
wow.
no, I said specifically don't.
Please don't.
Okay.
Because we do not pay.
Famously.
Yeah, famously don't pay or tip.
People have been saying that. I've been walking down the street and people are like, "Damn, those Kims, they don't pay."
Two Kims, one bill.
Wait, what's the show that you have later?
I'm doing a show at the Color Club.
Okay.
And it's famously right now. If you're not listening from Chicago, there's a bar in Chicago called Berlin.
Yes.
Yes.
Which is like one of Chicago's favorite queer bars, and the workers are on strike right now.
Oh.
There's like a union for the workers to have better working conditions, better pay, health care. We good?
Yeah. I'm snapping for
Oh, you're snapping. You're snapping. I was like, okay, this guy's literally doing something. Okay.
Do we not do that? Is that not cute?
You
Are
can
we not
snap.
snapping it up?
You can
Like,
snap.
Yeah.
You can snap. I just literally thought you had like something in your ear and you were trying to. Okay. Well.
I was trying to like.
Okay, that's.
I was giving props.
So you're
Okay.
interrupting a union worker's.
I'm famously
Interesting.
anti-union.
Famously.
I bust.
You're like, the writers are back, the actors are back. Fuck Berlin.
Those workers cannot.
Right.
Those are the workers that need to be protected because let's be honest, we've all had our moments in Berlin.
Truly.
Drunk, blacked out,
Right.
acting a damn fool.
Right.
Yeah, so those workers go through a lot.
Yes.
So,
So the
give
show
them
tonight is to support the producers of the shows who have not been going for like the past month and a half.
Has
So
it been for a month and a
damn.
half?
It's been like a month. I think it's been a month. Yeah. It's been pretty crazy.
That is. I mean, you know,
No
I
end
got
in sight.
married at their house in Michigan at Joe and Andy's.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Joe and Jim. Yeah.
That's great. I was like, who's Andy?
Yeah.
Andy was a little twink they bought that night.
Yeah.
Right. Right. That's crazy.
I know. It's been crazy to watch this unfold because I only know them as a landlord and lover of capitalists.
Well, that's
Yeah.
true. So there's not much more to know.
That's your chosen family.
But it's just been fascinating
It
because, like,
is.
so the last like month and a half, you guys.
I think maybe I exaggerate. Probably been like a month, but this hasn't been the first time there's been a strike. So it's for Berlin. It's really sad because
Yeah.
if you don't know Berlin, Berlin is like Chicago's like top queer.
I would describe it as a
It's
center.
yeah.
It's a center.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an institution at
Yes.
this
Yeah,
point.
and so it's really sad that like there's really no end in sight for the strike, and so like we're really like working hard to get people paid who, like the workers there, and the performers there, and the producers there
Is
who
it
are out
open?
of work.
Is
So
Berlin
Berlin
operating?
Berlin is open, yes, but it is not. There's no shows going on right now because all the performers have agreed that they do not want to cross the picket line.
Yeah.
To put shows up right now. So and we all are standing in support of that, and some more snaps are going on.
Okay.
Right?
No, there's
Right?
something in my ear. Hold on.
Yeah. Right.
That's
So, yeah.
incredible. That's so fun.
Yeah, good for you.
Yeah.
Good for y'all.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fun show. It's like some of my favorite people on the show, so I'm excited.
Yes. Oh,
What? Wait.
Hold
oh my
on.
gosh. Wait a second. I think there's something at the
Someone's
someone
at the door.
It's
it's
Tramalama
ding dong.
Okay, that was a fun little thing. I was like, oh shit, it's the cops. Okay.
They're here to arrest us for
homosexuality.
Right.
And we're in Tennessee. Sorry to everyone at Tennessee watching. But okay, this is our section of the show where we dissect a little bit of trauma and make fun of each other for it.
Okay.
It's real abusive and toxic. So and she's going to go first. What do you have for us this week?
So we've been talking in this podcast room for many hours. And so I was
Is that your trauma? Because it's mine. These fucking fluorescent lights.
I literally did walk in and the energy was rotten.
Rancid.
Rotten,
Yeah.
by the way.
It was Chinese junk food left outside in the sun. That's what it was. I'm sorry. Do you know Chinese junk food?
No,
I don't.
Okay,
Don't
you know
bring
what?
it up anymore.
This is my gay agenda. We'll see. I'll explain. I'll show you the TikTok later.
Okay, great.
And then
And
you
you
could tell me if I am being problematic or not.
I'll tell you if you're being problematic or not. I will. Don't worry.
Wait, let me tell you right now, everyone has told him that it's problematic.
Literally
great.
everyone in my life, and I'm trying to find one person.
Okay, great,
Whatever.
great.
The crusade continues.
So I was remembering, so when I started doing improv, Derry, when did I met you, like
Probably
2000?
2017, 2018?
Was I pregnant when
Yes.
so
yes,
I was,
you were.
I was
the
heavily,
first time.
yes. So that's 2016.
Okay.
And so I probably started stand up that show or one of the shows before I did yours.
Yeah.
Very, very early.
Yeah.
Like within a month probably of
Right.
starting stand up because you were also starting your journey.
Drag. Yeah. Look at us now.
I know. Slightly.
Slightly a little bit more successful than we were 6 years ago.
Still doing work for free.
Yeah.
Exactly. Still getting in full drag to do a Friends podcast.
Yeah, but back then it was a web series.
Right,
So,
right.
come on.
It
We've
was.
evolved. We've evolved.
Right.
So it is a slight step up.
Yeah, let's say that.
But like, so when I started my improv journey, like in 2010, I was in a class. I was at IO level 3, and at that point, I was really bad. I was bad, so bad. They're like, after that first level at IO, like everyone starts branching off and doing like little independent
Yeah.
teams, like people that like
indie teams.
Yes, and
Yeah.
like you're identifying the people that you think are going to be good, and
Yeah.
you kind of hook up with them,
Glom together. You're
No-
doing Underground Lounge.
Yes, you're doing the Underground Lounge.
Yeah.
You're doing what was the Upstairs Gallery? Like
Upstairs
you're doing
Gallery.
it. You're trying to be cool kids, and you're making it all happen. Nobody was asking me to join an indie team.
You were on an indie team.
I made it after my 5Bs, and I did it with all the remnants of people who also hadn't made teams, and I only did it with women because, again, as a married person, nobody wanted to
Fuck with
me,
Right.
Or,
Or
fuck,
fuck
me.
you.
Yes. So
Do you really think that was the biggest deterrent of you not being asked to be on? I couldn't even finish this because I know the answer.
100% no. I was bad. I was bad. I
I'm
would
sorry,
say
I couldn't say that
would
with a
say
straight
my
face.
inability to perform and do improv was my biggest deterrent.
That was number one?
Number one.
Okay.
Number 2 was my attitude, and number 3.
If you were bringing donuts, they would have asked you to be on the
Right,
team.
right.
Yeah.
Number 3, my height. Number 4 was, I think, the fact that I don't even know if it's in the top 10 reasons why I wasn't being asked, but I was not a part of any cool kids or asking, to join things. I was very bad, actively bad. And I had gotten
Could I ask, sorry to interrupt again, but when you say bad,
Yeah.
what do you mean?
Let's start. I'll give you an impression of myself at that stage.
Where you're taking us back to 2010?
Yes.
Okay. And
So
we're,
let's,
on,
and it's-
we're on stage?
We're on stage. Let's start.
Can I get a suggestion of anything at all?
Obama is president.
Obama is president. Wow, I think I'm going to vote today, finally. My first day as an 18-year-old voter. What do you think? What do you think, Mom?
The river over there is wrong.
Yes, and I will cast my ballot.
And Sharna Halpern comes in, pulls out a gun, and shoots you in the head.
Puts you out of your misery. So you would just freeze.
I would freeze. I was
I
terrified
see, I see,
to
I
speak
see.
on stage.
But that's relatable to people, I think,
Oh.
who
Yeah.
are who start improv. That's why they take improv classes,
Yes,
right?
a
to,
lot of
break
times.
out of that.
Yes, and it felt like I was one of those Salesforce people. Right? I'm there to
Right.
to accrue some skills to help me close the deal.
Can I say something? It's a damn hobby.
Exactly.
The
Thank
hub,
you.
yeah. But
Thank
for
you.
us, it we're trying to make
But I
something
also
happen.
it also clicked for me. Like I liked it so much. I was so bad.
Yeah.
Like it was a crazy feeling. Like I've never had like unrequited love, but that's the closest I think it's ever come. Like I've never really. I don't like people that don't like me. That's like a kind of a classic trait of mine. It's healthy,
Right.
And. So, but I hated it. So I would say that like nobody liked it. I'm bad, very, very bad. And I'm still trying so hard. And level 3 is like when you do it's like a more actoring
Scene work.
And after I think the second class, the teacher pulled me aside.
Do you want to say his first and last name or
No, I do not.
Okay.
But if you know about level 3 at IO, it is that teacher. And in 2010 and 11. So
go to the archives.
Go to the
Yeah.
archives. And so he pulled me aside and was like, do you think you need to do this?
Do you think you need to spend the money to do this too?
Do you think you need to do this? You don't look like you're having a good time. We're not having a good time.
Oh my God.
It was like, do you need to do this? And
What kind of question is that? Do you need to do this? As in, like, are you compelled? Is there any reason
important is
you
this
can't
to
quit?
you? How important is this to you? Like, because this
Wow.
is you don't. It does not look fun for you, and you are bad.
Yeah.
Right. That's what he's saying. He's like, this is not good.
Yeah.
And then I remember being flustered, and it's like, can you imagine this conversation?
So awkward.
It's so awkward, and I don't.
How old were you at this time?
35. No kidding. I was 30.
You were close to 35.
I was close to 35.
You were 34.
I was 31.
Okay.
A baby, and so.
Sure.
Right. Goo Goo Gaga, by the way.
In the senior home.
But I was like, I still didn't know what to say, and I was just like one of those things where it also happened to me again at my 5Bs, where the person running the 5B also was like, why?
Which is the last level
Yes.
of an improv program.
and he was like, why do you want to do this?
And did you have an answer or did you freeze like it was an improv scene? Did you always think you were playing freeze tag? Is that why
Right,
you were
right.
like,
And you're like, why is no one tapping me to get out of the scene?
hurry up, guys?
I was begging for people to tag me out. I think at that time I was just, and I told the level 3 teachers the same thing. I was just like, I like this a lot. And I remember apologizing to both of them. I'm sorry I'm so bad, but I like this so much. And the thing is, but in the 5B shows, I would never say anything. And
what did you love about it? It seemed like you weren't getting laughs or going out and like doing much.
Listen. I don't know.
Did you love like the community of it all?
No,
And,
nobody
that's the
liked
worst
me.
part.
Yeah, that's the worst part.
part.
Nobody liked me. Like nobody
was it the frozen pizzas, the cheap domestic beers? Like, well, it must have been something besides the performance aspect.
I liked the work of it. I liked the comedy and like the thinking of it. I liked the thing.
The team sport of it all.
No, I just liked the thing, like the thinking about comedy, the doing of it. Like I liked the process of it all. It was just I could not do it. Like I like studying it. I liked watching it. I liked all of it. I just could not do it.
It's really refreshing to hear someone who is, like, told that they're bad.
Yes.
And understand how bad they are.
Oh, acutely.
Because most people don't get that.
Oh,
Right.
it was like deeply embarrassing to me to truly be so bad at it. But like, so in my final 5B, like the 5B series, like this is the thing, I would dress up very like I was gonna be funny.
Yeah.
Like I would have
What do you mean?
Suspenders and a clown nose.
suspenders, correct?
Okay.
You were making a joke, but
Okay.
haha,
Okay,
gotcha.
joke's on me, by the way.
She was like, Paula Poundstone, move over.
I loved it. I always a Peter Pan color. Like I was very twee and like I wore
Oh, I remember.
Yes, you remember.
These were your big glasses.
huge glasses
thing.
era,
Sure.
strong bang.
Straight across bang.
That's right. I was.
Yeah.
The Asian Zoe Deschanel.
Yes, that's
Yes.
right. That was what I was going for.
Right.
Hello.
Yes.
This is why I started doing improv because I had quit my my ukulele lessons. And so
Is that real?
100%.
A little on the nose.
Right.
But like I was wearing suspenders and I had like a big big button on it, and I came out like this and the button popped off.
Oh God.
And it clattered to the stage like that. And there's silence because it's the opening. And I was like brave enough. I was like, I had psyched myself to be like, get out there.
Yeah.
And it clattered to the floor and there's silence. And then that teacher from level 3 is in the audience and my friend is standing behind him and she's like just heard the clatter and was like, oh, what the fuck happened? What happened? Because there's silence, right? And the teacher looks behind him and goes, Kim lost a fucking button.
Oh my God.
And I did not go out the entire series of shows.
Oh God.
Oh no.
And you guys didn't make a team.
Yeah.
Shocking.
Yeah.
But I got there eventually. And
Yeah.
I persevered. But yeah, that's my trauma. Like actively being told to stop doing comedy so much.
Yeah.
So much.
And look at you now.
Yeah. Still doing it.
Yeah. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? We'll let the viewers decide.
TBD.
By the way, they have a Patreon. Go ahead and subscribe to that. They are struggling artists, by the way.
You really are. If you want to see more of that, pay for it.
She finally can pay off those loans from the improv classes.
Because you don't only do one school of comedy. You do all of them.
All of them.
Yeah.
Oh God, I got school.
That alone is a trauma. Like paying for classes that much. Like think about it. Each institution probably took away like 3 to 4 grand.
Yeah.
Something like that. Times 3 if you go to all of them. Thank God I did
10K.
like I did. I had to intern for all of them.
Yeah.
I was a 30-year-old intern.
Is that the
Right.
trauma?
That's an
That's
Anne
the
Hathaway,
drama.
Anne Hathaway, Robert De Niro movie.
Yes.
The Intern. That was you.
Yes.
The intern, yeah. I was Anne Hathaway.
I watched that on TikTok.
On TikTok.
That's my new thing.
That's
I watch
a long
Movies on TikTok.
Yeah, I watch movies on TikTok.
I watch Family Guy on TikTok.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
I'm not on that serial
know.
television thing. I'm on movies. Like it's always like TikTok is like, oh, you haven't seen this movie from 2016, and then it'll show. Yes.
It'd be like part 1 of 64. And then
Oh, and then you have to scroll
And that's
through it?
That's what I see. Yeah.
Oh no, that's what I watch.
Right.
Oh, that's what we're doing. We're just like
Uploading.
Yeah, uploading.
Oh.
Like
And it's-
minute by minute.
But
That
it's also
is so
not,
funny.
and it's also not the entire thing. It's like that's what I call music of the movie.
Right.
Oh,
So
it's
it's
giving
giving
Clips Notes.
It's giving
Yes.
movieclips.com.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Throw
And
it
that-
back to the .com.
And
Yeah.
that is truly my favorite because I don't need to see the development. I just
No.
want to see the hits.
Right.
The action sequence.
The action sequences.
God, and the writer's strike is so happy to be over. They're like,
God we're back
this is
to
why
work."
we're working for you to watch it on TikTok.
for it to be clipped by AI.
So I could just get rid of all the words. I just
Yeah.
want to watch the longing
Who needs
gazing.
pathos? What was my trauma? I have to look it up. This is okay. So this is not as hurtful as yours, and it's not a competition. But one time I was. Have you guys ever flown out of Vegas?
No.
Vegas?
Las Vegas, Nevada.
Okay.
One of the worst. I mean, they call it Sin City for a reason. It's like everything. You guys been to Vegas, right?
I've never.
You've never been to
been?
Vegas?
No. I don't really have a desire to
Don't
be
go.
honest. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's trash. It's like Atlantic City, but with more money
And hot.
and it like heat.
Yeah.
Yes. Disgusting heat. Like
I don't
people
love the heat.
Me either.
and it's dry too. It's
Yeah.
not like a sexy heat like Miami.
Yeah.
It's dry, arid, and like it hurts when you breathe up your nose.
Oh.
Anyways, so I'm flying out of Vegas.
I want to go for Usher, but
Oh yeah.
You better go
Usher's gonna be
soon.
there.
Yeah.
yeah. Is the residency ending?
I'm assuming they don't go
I
for
thought
that
he just
long, right?
started.
Yeah.
Oh, how long do they go?
Well, some people go for years.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. Like, yeah.
I hope that's what happens because I would love.
I would love to see Usher.
Let me tell you, I saw him on Housewives because
Yes?
they go to Usher. No, I'm sorry, on the Kardashians. They
Yes.
go to Usher.
Yeah.
He's sweating a little too much. I know he's like out here dancing and stuff, but like he's drenched and no one's bringing him a towel. That's got to be
Bring
bad
him a
for
towel.
the.
Bring the man a towel.
A
Yeah.
towel! Don't you're letting it burn. Like he needs to get wiped
You're gonna
off.
sweat shame him? You were the sweater. You were.
No, I'm
big
worried.
sweater.
I'm worried. He can't even like see through his eyes. He's sweating so much.
Oh God, that's rough.
I know, and he's
That's
wearing like
what-
full
it's
varsity
that wet?
jackets because he's like in costume and stuff.
Okay.
And he's like gyrating up there.
Yeah,
I
he
know.
dances.
He dances.
Our man dances.
He dances.
Yes.
He dances.
I mean, like in a way that's just really. I will say this. I think that some of the problems with the youth would be resolved if we went back to grind culture.
Listen, I chaperoned a middle school dance last night.
Yeah.
Oh,
No grinding.
This is what I
no
mean.
grinding.
But also,
it
like-
wasn't allowed.
It was like yeah. Also, I was a DJ, by the way. It's not a big deal.
Okay. These kids.
Yeah. Speaking of Usher,
Ushering in a good time for these kids.
right? Yeah, no grinding, but also it was like a parent thrown dance. So like there were some teachers there, but it was also like it was so awkward. Like
But they're all just
Really?
dancing separately.
they're just jumping up and down.
Yeah.
I'm like jump up and down
Jump
on
up,
each
up,
other's
get down.
Genitals,
crotches.
yes.
Yeah.
I don't think they want to do it anymore.
And I haven't been to a high school dance in a while. I'm like I just
In a
go.
while?
I just hang out. I just hang out.
Yeah, you just make appearances.
No, I do. I work at a school, and I actually chaperoned our prom last year too. But it was such a small group of kids. It was like 30 kids.
Oh
at
my
the prom.
God.
It's a very small school.
That's a hang.
It's literally just a hangout.
Yeah.
and
That's a vibe.
no one was grinding either. But people were like dancing.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. They don't
Kids aren't grinding,
And they need to grind. That is so fundamental to like your puberty. Like you
Yeah.
need to feel what it is like
The friction.
The friction.
Yes, the friction. The
Like
friction.
truly, like it doesn't need to be about sexuality or gender, but it's the friction.
It's
of
truly promoting abstinence.
it all. Yes.
It is because
is.
they're not having sex.
No.
they're not. Yeah, and they're like, rub all you want. No one's going inside.
And jeans are the best condom. Like it is actually.
right.
Sure.
Like I mean, it is like I feel like if I did not grind, I would have been way crazier.
Yeah.
Like
you gotta
there
get
is
it
a
out.
release.
You gotta get it out.
You gotta
So
get it
funny.
out. That's
So
I think
funny.
it's so
are you
fundamental.
getting it out, or are you just building it up more if you're grinding?
But then you're learning. Like there's a.
You know
It
what I
is for me
mean?
the tension. It's a tension.
I know, but these kids these days, they don't care about the tension.
See, that's why it's all about release. That I think that's important to like
Yeah.
the connection between someone, the dance toward, the dance away, like all of that. It's so fundamental inside of puberty and human relations. Because even like back in the day, in the 40s and 50s, I feel like there was like clandestine.
Yeah.
Have
like
you seen the
partner
jitterbug?
dancing.
Part of the but also
Yeah.
that can get a little sexy too.
That's what I mean. Have you seen
Yeah.
the jitterbug? They're
Yeah,
on
yeah.
each other.
Yeah, they are. It's like proto titty fucking.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they're like, and then they like let the lady like go through
The legs.
Yeah.
And she's like jumping, like
Yeah.
she's literally rides his dick off
Yeah.
the dick.
Right.
On-
Ride the dick.
Right.
Yeah.
If you're not feeling dick jitterbugging, you're doing something wrong.
Yeah.
I've literally always said that. What the hell? I've always said that.
but
You guys are laughing at my,
Anyway, so-
my actual truth, by the way. Okay.
okay.
No, but speaking of feeling hard dick, I was leaving Las Vegas after a dick-filled weekend.
Okay, great.
And I was in a good mood.
Age. Give me age. I need ages
Yeah.
during this.
27.
Great.
Okay.
I was
Peak-
single. I was young.
Peak
I was
dicks.
hot.
Yeah.
And I just had a great time in Vegas, and I'm getting on the plane to go back to New York, right? And the I don't know, something about the desert air in Vegas, it is rough for turbulence.
Oh.
Especially like on the arc out and arc in. Not like coming in, but like when they do the turn in, there's something about it that's always so turbulent.
Okay. I'm not an aviation engineer, so I don't understand what you're saying with this. But
Yeah,
okay.
I don't either, but trust me when I say it gets very rough.
Okay.
And I've had multiple experiences going in and out of Vegas like that. And, you know, it's been bad, but you're just kind of like, whatever, right?
Oh, okay.
You ride it out and you're like, whatever, you know, like it's going to even out. But one time it was so bad that the plane went like this and dipped.
What?
Oh.
Like this. Though there was a impossibly old woman next to me.
Wait.
She was like Betty White times 1,000.
Times 1,000?
That means she's 10,000 years
Yeah.
old.
1,000 years
For the
old.
quick math out there.
Yeah, yeah, you do work at a school.
Thank you.
And it's like she was inside of her grave. You know
Oh
what I
my
mean?
God.
Like she was old.
Yeah.
And she's going to Vegas.
That's where they go.
Right.
So she was
Yeah.
like she was like already in a coffin, and she was like a little
She was
blanket.
open casket next to me, right? She had a little daisy pushing it up. And she, during the dip, I'm screaming. Everyone's screaming. She grips my arm rigor mortis style. And I'm like, oh! And she looks at me.
Wait. On the plane, are you on the side that's going up or the side that's
Dipping down like this, and she goes, ah! And she grabs my arm, my hand. I look at her. She looks at me. And she goes, I don't want to die.
What? If she's not ready to go.
Yeah,
Exactly.
who is? Then
I'm
who
like,
is?
Bitch, you 6 feet under right now. Like
That's crazy.
I don't know how do I placate 100-year-old woman.
What did you do in that moment?
I just screamed.
Right.
I was like, ah! And then it like evened out. And then she released her grip using a wrench, like a crowbar.
Right. You ring the flight attendant button. You're like, I need a crowbar.
You need to snap her fingers off of me. She's been dead for 6 hours. And she literally like goes like this and she goes, pardon me.
Sin City, baby.
But that has remained that like fear. The fear of death at that age of saying I'm not ready to go.
That's terrifying.
Terrifying.
Because when I'm at that age, bitch, you
I'm
better
ready to
believe
go.
I am begging.
Yeah.
You're getting on planes hoping they crash.
Yes.
Honey, I'm only going in and out of Vegas. I don't even go into Vegas. I go right back on the plane.
I'm yelling, y'all coming with me.
It's my day.
I mean, that's actually terrifying.
Terrifying to be that old and to be that afraid.
Oh, do you think it's actually a testament to how wonderful life can?
Don't go there,
Shut your
girl.
fucking
What
mouth,
the hell?
trash.
What
Don't
the
even try
hell?
it.
We got a girl
What
over
the
here
hell
talking
is
about
this?
how grinding's awesome, and then she's gonna bring God into this. Get out of
Like,
here.
you know, every dew on a piece of grass is a miracle in a universe.
And that's why the children have to grind.
Yeah. But yeah, for young people to be afraid to die, I get it because we're like so much up ahead of us.
Sure.
But like this bitch had like a month. Like,
It's all runway. You got to take off.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Let's go.
Right.
It's a free fall.
Yeah,
Right.
I mean that's crazy. Like that is actually sometimes when I see
Frightened me.
elderly people that are so abjectly like haven't come to terms or aren't at peace.
You know what that tells me? A lot of regrets.
Yeah.
Right?
I was just about to say that. Like, what does she do in her life that she know that she's either going to hell if she believes in it,
Yeah.
or what she has not accomplished? You know?
Yeah.
What leaf is unturned?
Right.
A lot of apologies left unsent.
Set.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet that's what it was.
That's the part that I
That's
don't.
scary.
Okay, I'm gonna text people right now.
Right.
You better get started.
You got a long list.
Maybe they'll finally come to our show. All right, Derry, do you have a trauma to share with us this week?
What if I said no and just walked out the door?
That would be our trauma.
No, I do. Okay, so I was a very good kid. Like I never got in trouble. I was very awesome.
Did you do well in school?
I was okay. I was very average,
Okay.
like B's and A's, but I was never AP student.
Sure.
Okay.
But my drag name is Derry Queen,
Yeah.
right? But my real name is also Derry.
Yes.
So Derry is my name. My parents are from Ireland. They're extremely Irish.
Yeah.
So my parents are Kieran
Lovely.
and Caroline. My grandpa's legal name is Dermot McDermott. My family is Irish as hell. We would eat spaghetti with a side of potatoes. It's crazy. It's so crazy.
Dermot McDermott is the craziest thing I've ever heard.
Isn't that crazy? And
The potato next to the spaghetti is such a crazy idea.
It's so nuts. It's like my parents were always like, yep, we got to have some form of potato with every meal.
It's like with rice with every meal.
We
Like
have
you
to
just
have
have to
it.
have a mound of that.
Yeah, and it's just I
that
don't want to eat it,
starch.
but they're like, it's going to be on the table.
It's
So-
there. It's there.
It's there.
Yeah.
So I was always really self-conscious about my name because my name is so rare.
Yeah.
Like I've never met another Derry. Like every once in a while, I'll hear of someone being like, "Oh, I know someone who knows someone whose son's name is Derry or whatever," you know. But it's
Yeah.
I've never met one in real life, so it's always super
Oh,
self-conscious.
even in Ireland, is it unusual?
Yeah, it's not common.
Okay.
So Derry is a town in Northern Ireland, but that's not what I'm named after. My mom had an uncle or something who had a nickname with Derry or something, so that's where they got it. I don't know.
Okay, and they are all lactose intolerant.
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, I was lactose intolerant. So, speaking of trauma, because kids would say dairy can't eat dairy, and I'd be like,
Yeah.
oh, that sucks.
That is a trauma.
It is a trauma.
Yeah.
That wasn't even the one I was going to bring up. We naturally got there.
Okay.
Great.
Thank
Okay,
you for
three-
unearthing it.
Okay.
Three
Thank you,
comedians
Angie.
who knew we'd all have these traumas
Right.
in the air.
But it's spelled Derry.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes. Not
yeah.
DA. That would be crazy. I'd be like, that'd be crazy. In my
Yeah,
parents.
that you could put your parents would be in jail.
Oh, they
Yeah.
would be. In
Yeah.
jail. Yeah.
And those kids would have been like Derry the Ferry.
Yes.
Something fun.
And I
like,
never
rhymey.
really got that, but my name was rhymed surprisingly because I was. I'm gonna say it again. A faggot. I can say it.
That's the second one. That's
I
number
was
2.
very. Looks to the camera. That's 2.
That's 2. We're gonna have a counter.
Great.
Cut to the end of 117.
So I was just very self-conscious about my name.
Yeah.
It always rhymed with things. Whenever I introduced myself to this day, people were like, "What is it?" Derry, whatever. So my first ever day of high school, I was so nervous.
That's such a scary day.
Yes.
Such a
Freshman
scary
year.
day. Freshman year.
Where'd you grow up here?
I grew up in outside of Baltimore, so East Coast.
Oh, that's tough.
Yeah,
Baltimore's
so,
tough.
Oh, but I was like in the suburbs. Like, yeah, it was. I grew up in a very wealthy area, insanely wealthy, because I was like
Okay,
in
go
between.
off.
No, not me. I grew up on a farm. Okay, like literally a horse
a
farm.
dairy farm.
So-
Horse farm?
A dairy farm. You wish, bitch. Okay, you wish. You wish. That'd be crazy.
Horse farm.
A horse farm. Yeah, my dad's a blacksmith. So crazy, right?
Whoa. This,
I've met
okay,
his
we have
parents, they're
so
good.
much.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
We
you
don't have
have.
enough time to discover
Yes,
all of this.
I
But
know.
Yeah, okay.
You must come back.
yeah,
Yeah,
we
okay, I'll
have to-
come back
let's
whenever
go.
you want. And so first day of high school, I walk into my first class, which is health. Crazy class as your first ever class of health
And
class.
at 8:00.
At literally 8:30 in the morning, 8 o'clock in the morning. Crazy.
Who's learning about reproductive systems at 8 o'clock?
This is
Me,
so
I'll tell you that.
That's
me.
horrible.
I'll say his name. I don't care. I had a teacher named Mr. Beal. He was like probably like 33-ish. He was like kind of hot, but not really. He was like a jock teacher. He was teaching just so he can coach basketball or whatever.
Absolutely.
You know?
These are the most toxic and
The
they're
worst.
menaces.
Yes,
They're
worst.
menaces.
So
Wow,
I am
this is really circling these
Yes.
things.
Right. Yeah, right?
Yeah.
And so
okay,
I'm
yeah.
so nervous for high school. And I walk into class, I sit down, and Mr. Beal's like, I'm going to take attendance, right? So he says, Emily, he says, Unji, whatever. And then
There were
he
a lot of
goes,
Unjis
there's a lot of Unjis. A lot of Unjis in Baltimore, Maryland.
in the rich suburbs.
Yeah, in the rich suburbs, yeah. And he goes, Derry? What? Were your parents on crack when they named you?
Oh, freshman year.
Freshman year, first
class.
10 minutes of being in high school.
Oh my god.
And I was like, I don't even remember what I said. I was just mortified. And then kids around me who I grew up with were
Yeah.
like, spoke for me, and they were like, no, that's his real name. Like that's his real name. Yada yada yada. Like,
So people stood up. They're allies.
yeah, they're allies.
Yeah.
you were popular.
I wasn't popular, but I was like, people liked me because I was nice.
You also had horses.
And I also had horses.
That-
Yeah.
That's bonus points.
That's actual bonus points, by the way. So it's just like I have so much trauma around my name.
I can't
It's just
believe
crazy.
crack.
Yeah, were your parents on crack when they named you?
No, they were smoking meth.
Yeah, can you imagine if I was like, yeah, and so what?
Yeah.
Right.
You want to buy some?
Yeah, for real. It was just so nuts. And then I just walked through the rest of the day being like, I am a freak. I'm a freak, by the way.
Oh, that
But we got
sucks.
over it.
Yeah, and you now made it into a fabulous
drag name.
drag name.
Which I don't even know. I don't know. I kind of like having my drag name be similar because people always like change it for like to have a stage name, whatever. But
Yeah.
it's like my drag is so similar to my everyday. You know,
Yes.
also I do comedy and stuff too.
Yeah.
So it's like I just don't want to be known as like Lauren, you know, or like whatever. Okay, a drag
Welcome
queen-
to the stage,
Lauren.
Lauren.
Can you imagine a drag queen named Lauren? That's
Dra-
actually kind of funny.
Yeah,
It's like
I
Bob the
think
drag queen.
Lauren,
Yes,
or yes,
yeah.
or
Yes.
Beth.
Beth, yes, absolutely.
Lauren
So,
is sickening.
sickening. Okay, snaps for Lauren. But yeah, so it's just I guess I like reclaimed it kind of. I didn't even mean to, you know. So.
Yeah. Well, good for you.
Wait,
That's great.
did that teacher ultimately wind up fucking one of the students?
I can yeah, it was me. I can no, I
And
can,
it was worth it.
and it was worth it. I'm sure he did, honestly. But he had a wife that worked at the school too. I think she was like a guidance counselor.
Okay.
Classic,
Whoa.
you know.
Yes.
Classic.
I can
so.
see these people so clearly.
Me
Yes,
too.
yes.
Yeah, she has like brown mousy hair.
Yes, literally. Yes. I don't don't remember what she taught, but yeah, she worked in school. I never had her, but
Wow.
yeah, crazy.
That sucks. The name is such a especially freshman year is such an identifying year
Yes.
where
Yes.
you're leaving middle school.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you're coming to a blank thing and you're like, okay, just avoid any landmine.
Right.
1, 2, crackhead.
Right.
Truly, I mean, like, it is also when you have an unusual name, like
Yeah.
it becomes an opportunity for you to reset.
Yeah.
You imagine it
Yeah.
every fall, every back to school. I started school thinking, this is the year.
Yeah, this is the year.
This is the year where everything turns around for me.
Yeah.
This is the year that I won't be identified in this way.
Right.
And especially at the beginning of high school,
Yeah.
it's threefold that, fourfold
Yeah.
that. And so
And you're
yeah.
gay. Oh my God.
Literally not me though, but okay.
Kind of
I
crazy.
don't know what you're talking
Derry
about.
never
Big
came
jock
out.
energy.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, you actually just outed me. So
I'm
wow.
so sorry.
Fucked up,
Cancel
Peter.
me.
Right. And
the
add a faggot to the counter, by the way. Because he didn't say it, but he meant it. So
First you try to silence Derry, and then you out Derry.
You don't
like,
out a gay person without calling them a fag.
that's true. That's true.
The rule.
That's true. But yeah, I always in high school I was so nervous too that I would be like called like gay or like girly or whatever. And at the time I had no idea I was queer. Like I didn't understand what that meant. But I never did. It was always about my name, which is so weird.
Wow.
I mean,
that's
as
interesting.
an Unji, I very much identify.
I was gonna say, so
Yeah.
when teachers would say your name, how would they usually?
Oh, it was all over the place.
Yeah.
It went sometimes from Uji to Aji to like sometimes you could tell like if they had studied abroad.
They're putting an umlaut on
Yeah,
it.
they're like it'd be like an like distinct like I spent a year in France. It'd be like Angie.
Right. Right.
And then if it was like they had spent some time in Korea, they'd be like try Yuji.
Yeah.
I mean, it was always like a twist on it where it revealed more about them.
Yeah.
Than my name. But like what's funny is like I've gotten called out on this inside of comments before where people are like, you're pronouncing your name wrong. Like because your name is Unji.
Yeah.
In Korean, it's Unji. But in English, the way it's spelled, I always corrected people as Unji.
Unji, yeah.
So like it's funny because that's how I've lived my life. But my actual name is Unji.
Right.
But my friend also in high school went through all of her life being called Rashmi. Because that's how people had spoken it. And then she finally got to high school and was like, my name is actually Roshni.
And did people actually change it?
Some pushback. I mean,
it
just
was
kind of like
too late.
a foreshadowing of kind of like what happens when
With
people
pronouns?
pronouns and dead naming.
Yeah.
But like, like it was kind of bizarre. But having lived through that, and it was too late. But that's what people were saying.
Right.
But she was saying, but I have the rest of my life.
Yeah.
I'm 14.
No, honey. You're going to have to die today.
Yeah, get on that plane to Vegas, girl. We're going down. Going down.
And the thing is, like, I remember at the time me aligning myself with the people who were like, it's too late. You can't do that. It's fucked up. That's fucked up to do.
I would have been that person.
Yeah, it's fucked up. But now
Yeah.
I look back, I'm like, that was actually really brave to like enter high school
Yes.
and be like, no.
To recreate.
To recreate.
That's powerful.
That's-
And you know what? Her parents probably made her do that.
Yeah.
Probably.
They're like, you can't do this. Like, it's fucked up.
Yeah.
That this is not your name.
So do you think starting now in your 42nd year of life, you're going to finally tell people to call you Unji and not Unji?
No.
She's not as brave.
I'm not brave.
I'm a 14-year-old. She's not as brave.
I'm not brave. I have no scruples. I've already invested in this. It's fine. I mean, I remember when Hassan like started taking it because
Yeah,
it had been Hassan and then it's Hassan now, and it's like the same sort of reclamation.
Yeah.
Maybe I will do it also on like a
Your
late
special?
night on my special,
Yeah.
my late night.
Ooh.
Okay.
But I would need to be paid in a certain amount, and then
And that's $5.
On
She's like,
period dots.
please.
subscribe to the Patreon.
All right, we are at the end of our time. I know we only have you for 5 more minutes, but we want to do one quick section.
Yes.
This is the section where
Yes.
we absolutely obsess about something that we want to share with our audience.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a segment that we call Sit Back and Bitch, get into it. All right, today I am going to share a cooking hack. Do you cook, Derry Queen?
No, I do not.
Okay, do you support people who cook?
I support.
Okay.
Loosely.
If that's what you want to do with your life,
Yeah,
that's
go
fine.
for it.
From
Yeah.
afar, not in my backyard.
Yeah,
Right.
as long as it happens in your kitchen.
Yeah.
Okay, well, these are for you. So I've recently found a hack to. I was on strike for double strike for a long time. We all were. So
Yeah.
like I had to figure out how to like go back and go into like pandemic times type
Yeah.
of like
Oh, okay, yeah.
like scrimping and saving
Yes.
and whatever.
Stretching
the
a dollar,
food.
yeah.
Yes, exactly. Without having to give up flavor, right?
A flavorful dollar.
So here's
Yeah.
what you know the Korean the beef bone broth soup.
Yeah.
The 사골탕,
Uh-huh.
right? That they sell in the packages in H Mart or whatever. So you take that.
But that's like those are expensive too.
Hear me out.
Yeah.
They're like if you buy it in bulk, it comes out to like $2 a pack or whatever, $2-3
Okay.
a pack.
Yeah.
So what you do is you take a whole thing of that, you pour that, and then do a whole thing of water of that same size, so
Okay.
1-to-1 water in that, and you boil the shit out of spinach
Oh.
Oh.
and spices to make sag. You guys know
Yeah.
sag?
yeah.
The
Okay.
paneer.
Or
Yeah, or
whatever
just
you
sag,
want,
yeah.
sag. You could put anything in the sag,
Uh-huh.
but paneer's nice too, squeaky cheese.
Yeah.
But sag, you boil down the all the spices,
Okay. Mm-hmm.
curry spices, turmeric, whatever you want to put in, and then what you do is you take the whole thing and then you strain the bone broth into a jar you save. Right?
Okay.
So that's seeped out all the flavors of the sag and the spinach nutrients, blah, blah. So
Okay.
it's now become this like green, dark green, like
Elixir.
soupy elixir.
Yeah.
Right.
And now you have this boiled spinach, and then you blend that up with coconut cream, and that's sag, right? So you have
Yeah.
a dish. Now that sag, you have dish,
Oh.
right? You put potatoes in there, paneer, whatever
Yeah.
you want, right?
You
Now-
looked at me when you said potatoes. Okay.
I'm so sorry, but
Potato.
on the side.
True.
I was just looking out for you.
Right. Thank you.
And then what you do is you now take this broth, right?
Okay.
And then you either make noodle soup with it, or you take it and you take a bunch of greens like Chinese broccoli or bok choy or whatever, usually stuff that's like stocky and hard to get flavor into.
Yeah.
What you do is now you take that and you braise it in that liquid, and now you're getting all this like
Bone broth.
bone broth
Ooh.
into the greens. So now you're getting beefy bone greens.
Oh.
And now you're getting 2, 3, 4 dishes out of one thing.
Wow.
Whoa.
And just spinach. So that's a hack. Bitch,
Okay.
Get into it.
Thank you, Writer Strike.
I had a lot of time.
Okay, my bitch get into it is a product, the classic off of Amazon. It's called a
Your fave?
My fave.
She's a Bezos bitch.
I really am.
You really
I wish
are.
I wasn't.
They make
okay.
it so easy. It's hard
I
not
know.
to.
Yeah, but I can't find it right now. Okay, so it's called a Curel Deep Moisturizing Spray. Curel Deep Moisturizing Spray. It is a can of water.
Right.
Like it's like, but it's got other stuff in it.
It's like
too.
those Avion sprays or
Yes,
whatever.
but it's got more stuff in there.
Okay.
So it's like that, but it's
What stuff? What are we talking about?
it's moisturizing.
Okay.
It's like it's
Like
got
lotions.
Air.
lotion. Air.
Air, farts, lies,
Right,
dreams.
All I can say is it is much more moisturizing, much more like tacky, and it actually enhances like. Let's say at the end of this day, like especially if you've been wearing a lot of makeup
Yeah.
or like you've been wearing it for a long
Are
time.
you wearing makeup?
I'm literally wearing a little chapstick.
Oh,
okay.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Point to me for potato.
How dare
point
you?
to me for makeup. Okay.
Are we racist?
But it's like it's very moisturizing in a way that isn't just because the Evian I feel like goes away.
Okay.
Like after it dries, it's like it kind of doesn't
evaporates.
But this like kind of sticks.
Water be doing
yeah.
that. Yeah.
It stays doing that, to be honest.
Water be evaporating.
Okay.
All right. Terry, do you have something?
You're
for-
welcome.
No, that's great. That's great.
No, we love that.
I have
Purell.
I have two really short ones.
Okay, go.
Okay.
One is I have recently got. Speaking of liquid, we're all talking
Oh.
about liquid. That's a theme,
That's
Juicy.
Okay,
bye-bye. Okay.
right? Okay, vitamin water. Okay.
Yes.
Vitamin water. Hear me out.
What?
0 sugar, which is weird.
Whoa.
I always need sugar.
Yeah.
Vitamin water, 0 sugar. It's called watermelon peach. It's the gutsy one. It's called gutsy. It helps your gut. It tastes. If you get true, it gets. No, I didn't mean about. I'm saying true. It is in life.
Oh, and also
as
true.
I'll probably you.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you get it really cold, put it in the freezer for like an hour. If you taste it, it feels like you can taste the peach fuzz, which is not.
What?
It's not. It's all in your mind. It's not real.
Okay.
I had the guy I was dating try it, and he was like, "Whoa, you're right. It's so good." So and you can get them at Jewel for like $3 for $3. It's great. Okay, so
Vitamin water, watermelon,
peach,
zero sugar.
Zero sugar. Go do the zero sugar one. And I'm like a bitch who loves sugar.
I love sugar. Yeah.
And so
why did you do zero sugar?
Because I try not to eat sugar during the week. I'm like trying this new thing where it's like I'm trying to be cool and awesome. It's
How's
hard.
it working out?
It's fucking hard. It's so hard. It's so hard, but we're getting there. And then this one goes hand in hand with my other one is just taking a damn nap, you know?
Okay, I've heard of that.
Right.
I love a nap.
Take a damn nap.
Do you have a time?
Any.
It doesn't matter.
I'm kind of narcoleptic, so like I sleep.
What do you mean, kind of?
I wouldn't consider myself that, but like I could sleep anytime, anywhere. I can sleep literally right now. Give me 2 seconds, I can fall asleep like this, like full makeup, full cock getting sucked, like everything.
Yeah.
I can fall asleep.
Wow.
So
cock getting sucked.
it's never happened, but if I wanted to, it's a superpower.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay.
If you need to, freshen things up.
Right.
in the
Exactly.
bedroom.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Kind of
play-
spice it up.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Play dead.
Exactly.
Yeah.
A little bit. I call it the possum.
Yeah. Have you ever seen that move?
Yes.
Right.
I
So
love
just take a damn nap, everybody. Just get into
Take
it.
a nap.
Bitch.
Bitch, get into it.
Come
Thank
on.
you so much. Where can we find more of you?
Yes, you can find me online everywhere at Derry Queen Haha, Derry Queen HAHA. And what I do like to say, and it's kind of this little funny thing as I say when I say this, by the way, I say when the haha is subjective. It's like if you want to laugh, you can. If you don't want to, it's fine. So everywhere is online, Derry Queen Haha. I'm also at the Annoyance all the time. Whenever there's Drag Race on, we have Drag Race viewing parties there, which is super fun.
So fun.
So come out for that. It's free, 18 plus, a lot of fun. I usually am at Berlin, but not right now. So support the Berlin strike that's going on. Follow updates. If you follow me, I post updates about it all the time. And I'm just all over the city. So,
Awesome.
yes.
Well, thank you so much
Thank
for
you so
being
much for
here.
having me. I love you guys.
Yeah.
I love you
We
guys.
love you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Remember to check out the Patreon. It's a little money. It goes a long way. I messed that up.
Yeah.
But you know what? Won't be messed up is the Patreon. So go check that out. You're getting this for free, and that's what you get. Goodbye.
Bye.